You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Saturday the 17th of May 2025 and you're listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. And I don't know why the jet lag suddenly, 24 hours after I get home, or more than that actually, the jet lag kicks in, and today's been another horrifically bad, well not horrifically bad, but I kind of couldn't get to sleep. I was still awake at 4 a.m, and when I did eventually wake up today it was 10 a.m. This isn't good because normally what happens when I'm back from somewhere, I end up waking up. Actually, no, that's the other way. Admittedly, that's when I go west. Sorry, east. So when I go east, I end up waking up early in the morning rather than later. And I'm due to be at Heathrow. I've got to leave. I've got to get up at 5 a.m. on Monday. So I would rather be waking early than late, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, I woke up and didn't dare go online because Russell T Davies himself had been on all the social media related to Doctor Who saying that this episode is going to be big. People will be talking about it. There's going to be spoilers if you go online before you watch it. So I listened to what he said and I watched the episode straight away. I did watch it when it was live as well. And I thought it was, I'm not going to give any spoilers away on this. I thought it was really good fun. I actually quite liked the inclusion of the two personalities, the two real people that were in it. I thought that was quite good fun. And there were two big revelations in the episode. One which I think everybody had sussed, which is around who Mrs. Flood is. I won't say who if anybody hasn't watched it. And then the other one regarding a character who he sees in these weird, I don't know what they are, dream moments or not. They're not flashbacks, but it's the bits where he's about to freeze and he suddenly gets this person speaking to him. And that's quite a big deal. For a proper Doctor Who fan, that moment was quite a big deal. And obviously we're all hoping that the character is back before the end of the season. There are 2 episodes left, and yeah, I thought it was all right. As I thought the staging for the Interstellar Song Contest was great. This makes me feel old though. So there were these 2 guys in the audience called Gary and David, or was it Gary and Mark? Anyway, one of them, I've been watching an old soap opera that ran for a year on BBC. It was originally on the BBC, now it's on a channel called You and Drama. And it's a terrible soap opera called El Dorado. Well, actually, it wasn't terrible. I've been watching it out of curiosity because it was the BBC's sort of big failure in 1992-93. And I don't think it's as horrendous as everybody says it was. I mean, it's not the kind of thing I would normally watch. But obviously, I was curious to see what would happen and see how much it changed. Because there's a point where I think they were broadcasting for 13 weeks after they knew they were getting cancelled, which meant there would be... They could do something which in soap terms you don't have to do very often. You can write stories without having to think about how it plays in a year or 2 years. You don't have to think of long-term consequences when you know the show finishes in 13 weeks. So I'm just reaching those episodes now. But anyway, long and short of that, one of the characters in Doctor Who tonight, Gary, the technician guy, was in El Dorado when he was 17. And I watched that a couple of weeks ago, and suddenly he looks like he's... Well, he must be in his late 40s or early 50s in this episode. It's like, what? Yeah, very, very scary. Very, very scary the way time keeps going. In terms of writing, I've done nothing. Because of my tiredness, I've achieved absolutely nothing today. So, yeah. And chances are I'm not going to sleep well tonight and have a similar issue tomorrow. So I think I'm going to not do a pod. I'd already decided to take Monday off. I'm going to take tomorrow off as well, unless I suddenly have a unique turnaround and suddenly write loads or edit loads, but I suspect that's not going to happen. So yes, I'll provisionally say there's going to be no podcast tomorrow or Monday, and I shall be back from lovely Seattle on Tuesday. I say lovely Seattle. It used to be lovely. It's now quite horrid, and I probably will barely leave the hotel because we're only on the ground for 24 hours. And it's quite dangerous now. It's got we have like a security brief, and it's very much don't go out by yourself. There's a nice supermarket. It's a nice supermarket, and but unfortunately now there's loads of homeless druggies have made their sort of camp between where our hotel is and where this supermarket is. So, you know, one of my little rituals normally when I arrive somewhere is to go and get some fruit and yogurt and stuff to shove in the fridge so that I've got something for breakfast, even if I wake up at a silly time thanks to the time difference. So no, that's my plan. As I say, unless I definitely won't podcast Monday because I'm basically working. But if suddenly tomorrow I wake up full of energy and full of desire to do some writing, then I will reserve the right to change my mind and drop a podcast tomorrow, talking about what I've done if I get anything done. But I probably won't. All right, thank you for listening. I'll be back probably on Tuesday. Take care, bye-bye.
You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.